if it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, that's the JT way, is to give it a shot. Okay, so we're gonna release a bit. I'm gonna back into this. I'm gonna drive back over this area, by the way. It's coming back with some of this white. And I'm gonna release some more of it, but I don't wanna release all of it. So I'm trying to make certain that I have enough to make this turn, kind of pull it off in the end. Whoa, we had way more in the end than we thought. Oh goodness, we could have really used that at the beginning, right? But that's not how it turned out. So I'm gonna take that off because we really don't need all that. And I'm gonna let that sit. It's okay that I have it. I mean, I'm not gonna cry about it for certain, but I wanted to see cells pop up in here, and I'm still waiting for some cells to pop up. In the interim, I'm gonna see if I can find some little white areas to enhance. You know, maybe make it a little more spectacular on this. This is still dripping over on this side, right? I mean, I could have used a really much smaller cup. I mean, a much smaller cup. And what's going to happen to me is when I go back to try and even this out, it's all going to shift down anyways. So it's probably best to get the majority of this off now. I see some cells, but not a lot. I see more cells in this stuff than I do in this, which is disappointing. But I haven't torched it yet either. And I don't have a wet rag, which means I'm gonna have to get paint on my torch, which, believe it or not, it's not the first time I've gotten paint on my torch. Hopefully I just won't set this one on fire, because I'm pretty infamous for doing that. Yesterday was the first time I set one on fire. Actually really set a canvas on fire, which was pretty wild. So let's see. I made a new friend yesterday, really nice lady, and they kicked her off of one of our fluid painting boards, I guess because they found she had taken a picture, I guess, painting naked or undressed, or it caught in a mirror, a reflection in a mirror, which I totally can see happening to people. I mean, I can totally imagine people naked painting. Seriously, I mean, so now we're getting like a lot. I really want to go like that and see our cells. We're getting more cells as I move it, which is actually kind of interesting, because usually the rule is you don't move it. But with this one, if you move slowly, you pick up more cells. So I'm just gonna move it ever so slowly. It ends up being a 20-minute video. It ends up being a 20-minute video, and I will just edit it down. See if we can't get it up. Darn. There goes one of my rod. I shortened my rods so they didn't get in the way. This may actually end up being a swipe, because I'm not seeing. Like ideally I'd move this back, the white back, into the blue. But I'm just not seeing, I'm trying to go backwards and get this painting to cover 2/3 of the canvas, which, you know, should be any goal of any artist, is to, I mean, it's not a rule, like there are no rules in art, but hopefully you cover 2/3 of the canvas. I mean, it's an idea. And I'm pretty positive this is going to end up being a swipe. Not that I can't fix the stuff that's running off, but it's a pretty color. But you probably can't see it. It's not. What's happened to it is, oh goodness, is that it ended up not getting. I didn't do as much at the beginning. It ended up not getting the coverage it needed at the beginning. So let me see if I can dull some of this down, make it more interesting. This I want to kind of dull down. This I want to bring up. So let's see if we can't scoot it on up and make it a bit more interesting. Change it. Add the white back into it, because I really didn't want, you know, I wanted the stuff to basically run to the end. And go into there, and then come back that way. See, the problem is I didn't really have a painting that wanted to run the end here. It just wanted to, it didn't want to really snake. It wanted to, see, a lot of this white is coming up off of here that should be going into there. So let me see if I can change any of this now. Well, actually, I don't. Yeah, I can pull that up with this. Again, remember, this was supposed to be snaked. So you kind of want to turn it, see if you get something more interesting as you go. On fall. This is the part where it's not doing as well with falling. Okay, I actually like that better. I'm going to drag the color down. Let me show you how I'm dragging it. Ugh. I'm going to drag it down to like 2/3 and a little bit more